What would you give up to be rich? Your time? Your friends? Your health? But what if I told you? A man once traded the very thing that followed him everywhere. His shadow? This is not just a story, it is a mirror of our deepest desires, our greed, and the cost of forgetting who we truly are. There was once a man named Adrian. Born in poverty, tired of struggling. Every day he looked at the wealthy men in their fine clothes and thought, why not me? One evening, as he sat by the riverside, a strange figure approached. The figure's face was hidden under a wide hat. His voice, smooth as silk, asked, "Adrian, do you want riches beyond your imagination?" Adrian laughed. "Of course I do. But men like me are not chosen for fortune." The stranger bent closer. "Then trade me something. Not your soul, not your blood, but something useless. Your shadow." Adrian was confused. "My shadow? But that's nothing." The deal was sealed with a handshake. At once, Adrian felt a chill as the light of the moon revealed, he no longer cast a shadow. The stranger vanished. But in his place was a chest full of gold. Adrian's life changed overnight. He bought mansions, fine clothes, carriages. People admired him, called him a genius, a man of luck. But soon, whispers began. "Have you noticed? He has no shadow." Children pointed at him in fear. Lovers drew away. Servants quit. When he walked through the marketplace, people crossed themselves. One woman he loved most of all, Elena, refused to marry him. She said, "Adrian, I would rather live poor in the light than live rich with a man who cannot stand under it." He tried everything, standing in darkness, carrying lanterns, even painting a false shadow. But nothing worked. Adrian's wealth became a prison. He could not walk freely. He could not love. He could not laugh without being reminded of what he lost. Finally, broken and alone, he sought out the stranger again. "Take back your riches. Give me my shadow," Adrian begged. The stranger only smirked. "Once given, never returned. Unless you trade something greater." "What more could you want?" Adrian asked. "Your name. Your identity. Everything that makes you, you." For a moment, Adrian thought, "If I surrender, I will be forgotten forever." He looked at the gold piled around him, but it felt like chains. He remembered Elena's words. Adrian stood tall and said, "Then keep your wealth. Keep my shadow. I'd rather live poor but be remembered, than be rich and forgotten." With those words, the gold turned to dust. The stranger vanished forever. And for the first time in years, Adrian saw his shadow return. Adrian lost his fortune, but regained his peace. He lived humbly, loved deeply, and became known as the man who once sold his shadow, and learned that some things are worth more than gold. So I ask you, what is your shadow? What is that priceless thing you may be tempted to trade away, for money, fame, or power? Because in the end, riches fade. But who you are, that must never be sold. If this story touched you, share it with someone who might be chasing the wrong treasures. Subscribe to Eternal Tales, where stories remind us of who we are, and who we must never stop being. Your story matters.